At Gulf Coast Weather Solutions, we focus on delivering reliable weather forecasts. Our new app provides reliable weather updates and alerts no matter where you are. With real-time weather alerts and warnings, you can stay informed and prepared wherever you go. Download the Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app today on the App Store and Google Play and stay connected no matter where you are.
Good Saturday morning, everybody. Hope you're having a good morning so far. It is pretty warm out there. We're into the 60s. A couple days ago, if not a week ago, we were down into some chilly temperatures, but that's on the way later on tonight as a strong cold front comes in. But if we see right across the street where I'm located, this is the Utopia Ranch weather station, currently into the low to mid 60s, currently at 64 degrees. Have somewhat of a little of a light wind and keeps going up to about 2 to 3 miles per hour. But the biggest thing that we're seeing is that the dew points and the humidity levels are pretty high. That's because we still have that warm, moist air coming off the Gulf ahead of that strong cold front. So not much going on in the state of Texas and Louisiana thanks to our sponsor of Dana Simmons Real Estate. We can see that it is awfully quiet on satellite radar, but some big changes tonight as that strong cold front comes in. We can see that that cold front is pretty much into the Texas Panhandle region, 44 in Amarillo, 44 in Oklahoma City, Yellowstone National Park, 14 degrees, in Denver, Colorado at 27. But if you get down here locally in the south, Houston, New Orleans, Pensacola, we are in the 60s. Let's actually zoom into the area that we're looking at here of Southeast Texas and Southwest Louisiana, thanks to our Do Good sponsor to show us that we're mainly into the 60s, kind of varies into the low 60s to upper 60s, but if you go down to Southwest Louisiana over there in Holly Beach, they're already at 71 degrees this morning. Now, we're all waiting the strong cold front that is right now into the Texas Panhandle region. This will sweep through our region later on tonight into early Sunday morning. And notice as we get into Sunday evening, lots of drier air moving down into our region. A lot of that colder air is actually focused more into the eastern areas. You can see like Alabama and Georgia, even Pensacola, Florida can get down into the upper 20s to low 30s as we talk about Tuesday morning. But by Sunday evening, that cold front is going to be well offshore, and that just means here locally in Southeast Texas, Southwest Louisiana, drier and colder air will continue to filter into our region throughout the day on Sunday. Here's the low temperatures that we're looking at. This is an early preview for Tuesday morning. Look at all that again. Remember how I was saying that the eastern side is going to be colder versus the western sides? Look at that. Several areas in the 20s. Little Rock, Nashville, Birmingham, even Pensacola could get into the upper 20s to low 30s. Atlanta, Georgia, 27 degrees. Absolutely cold that further away. So we're going to see light freeze, if not some areas, possibly like Nashville, getting into the hard freeze conditions further to the east. But here locally in Southeast Texas and Southwest Louisiana, we will be mainly into the 30s. Further to the north could see a light freeze like St. Augustine, Jasper, and Newton. But the further south that you go, you can get into the 30s like Beaumont at 37, Lake Charles 37, Jennings and Lafayette down to 33. So a lot of these areas into the mid 30s, we're likely going to see a frost, light freeze further to the north. Houston and then down towards the coast will be into the low 40s. And you can see like High Island and Galveston will be into the 40s and 50s. So some chilly weather is definitely on the way. Coldest morning is going to be on Tuesday morning. Here's our future cast. We're just watching some clouds kind of move in and out. And the reason we're going to see it move out is because here's that strong cold front later on this evening, getting into what we call the Lakes region or our northern counties this evening. And then by tonight, this will be right over the coastal region or right over the I-10 corridor, and will continue to push offshore later on tonight into early Sunday morning. I'm not going to rule out the chance that we could see some sprinkles later tonight into tomorrow morning, but other than that, drier air is going to continue filtering into our region throughout the day on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday as well too. Here's the high temperatures that we're looking at today, mainly going to be into the mid 80s, 86 degrees here in Silsbee, 85, in Beaumont, Lake Charles, 84, Houston, 85, and if you look down towards the coast, they will be into the 70s. Here's the overnight lows that we're looking at. It's going to be a little bit cooler than what we've seen the last couple of mornings. Look further to the north, getting into the 40s as that cold front moves into our region. Beaumont will be into the low 60s, but you're eventually starting to see that we're going to see that colder air really starting to sink down. So starting to the north, slowly making its way further southward. But let's look at the 7-day forecast, because here we are, last day of warm weather. Cooler and breezy conditions on Sunday after that cold front moves through. Look at Sunday's high temperature, 71 degrees. And then look at Monday. won't even get out of the 50s. Upper 50s is what we're talking about. And then the lows on Tuesday will be into the low to mid 30s. And then you see, here goes that roller coaster ride once again. We warm back up as we get into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. So we're chilly Sunday through Tuesday. And then we warm back up on Wednesday through Thursday as we start getting into the middle to the end of the week. Same thing for Southwest Louisiana. This is our last day of warmer weather today. Again, 10% coverage is possible. Can get some light showers, maybe some sprinkles as that cold front moves through later on tonight into early Sunday morning. Chilly weather on the way Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And then we warm back up as we get into Wednesday through Friday of next week. So thanks for watching the Saturday morning show. Hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. The next time I'll see y'all will be Monday morning, but Lucas will have our next video update on Sunday evening. But we will still have updates throughout the day on Facebook and our weather app. We will be tracking the cold front, what time it will exactly coming in, showing the locations of it. We might even play a fun game, Where's the Cold Front? But hey, who knows? Y'all have a wonderful Saturday. Thanks again for tuning in, and see y'all again next time.